neighbor, I was just enjoying this yummy cupcake. It fits right into today's Bible verse. Here it is, Romans 8:28. And we know that in all things, God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose. Romans 8:28. You might be wondering how a cupcake fits in with this verse. Let's talk about it for a few minutes before we learn our signs. What ingredients go into making a cupcake? Well, you have flour and eggs, butter, oil. Hey, would you ever want to eat any of these parts of the cupcake all by themselves? Take a big spoonful of flour or eat a raw egg or take a big bite out of a stick of butter? No way! Yuck! Since they're so yucky, shouldn't we just leave them out of the recipe altogether? Do you think the cupcake would turn out right if we did that? Even though these things don't taste good by themselves, they have a purpose in the final outcome of cooking our yummy cupcake. That's how our lives can be. We can have sadness and hurts and frustrations, some pretty yucky stuff. But in all those things, God is with us. He uses those hard times to strengthen us and to help us see our great need for his son, Jesus, and to lean on him in all situations. God is able to use the yucky things in our lives to create something really wonderful if we let him, just like this cupcake. Oh, whoops, there it went. I guess I should have shut the door. Well, bye, Mr. Bear. Enjoy my cupcake. Oh my goodness. Well, we better get to learning some signs. Let's get signing. And we know. No. You're going to take an open hand, drop those fingers, and tap your forehead. And we know that in all things, we're going to cross those fists and open them up. In everything. In all things. God works. For God, we're going to have an open hand. We're going to make a little half circle above our head. God. And for works, we're going to take two fists and knock one on top of the other to work and work and work. For the good of those. We're just going to open our hands up and invite everyone. For the good of those who love him. For love, we're just going to give ourselves a big hug. That one's pretty easy, isn't it? Who have been called. You're going to take a fist with one hand, and on the other hand, you're going to tap it and pull away. Have been called. According to his purpose. For according, we're going to make those F's, we're going to stick them together. They're stuck. I can't get them apart. According to his purpose. We're going to take one open hand, make a two, and turn it back and forth on our hand. Purpose. Purpose. Good job. Now we're going to need some numbers. Let's count up to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. Good. Now we need 28. For 20, we're going to make an L on our hand. Looks just like an L. 20 and 8. 28. Now that we know all of our signs, you know what we need to do. We need to put them all together. Romans 8:28. And we know that in all things, God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose. Romans 8:28. Great job. Let's do it again. Romans 8:28. And we know that in all things, God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose. Romans 8:28. The more you practice, the better you'll get. Remember that God is always working, and he has a good purpose for your life. When we love God and want to follow him, we learn to see the way God is working in our life for good. in all of the yucky and hard times and in all of the happy, joyful times. Don't worry, keep following Jesus and he'll create something wonderful with all of it. Keep shining the light of Jesus and watch out for that Mr. Bear who likes to steal cupcakes. And I'll see you next time. Bye, friends.